Are you ready to hear the story of the most notorious criminals of the 20th century? Bonnie and Clyde, the outlaw duo that captured the hearts of the public and left a trail of violence and mayhem in their wake. This tale is filled with romance, adventure, and a dash of danger. Buckle up, because we're taking a ride through history. Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow were a couple from Texas who became famous for their crime spree in the 1930s. They robbed banks, stores, and gas stations, and were responsible for the deaths of at least 13 people. But their story is more than just a string of violent crimes. It's a love story that captured the imagination of the American public and turned them into folk heroes. Bonnie and Clyde met in Texas in 1930. Bonnie was 19 years old and working as a waitress, while Clyde was a 21-year-old ex-convict who had already spent time in jail for burglary. They fell in love quickly, and soon Bonnie was joining Clyde on his crime sprees. They started small, stealing cars and robbing stores, but eventually moved on to bigger heists. One of their most famous robberies was of the Eastham prison farm in Texas. Clyde and his gang broke in to free some of their friends who were serving time there. During the escape, they killed 2 guards and a fellow inmate. This incident made them public enemy number 1 in the eyes of the law. But Bonnie and Clyde weren't just criminals. They were also celebrities. They posed for photographs with their guns, and Bonnie wrote poetry and sent letters to newspapers that were then published in the papers. They were seen as Robin Hood-like figures, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. Their crime spree came to an end in 1934. Bonnie and Clyde were ambushed by law enforcement officers in Louisiana and killed in a hail of bullets. Their bodies were displayed for the public to see, and thousands of people came to view them. The story of Bonnie and Clyde had inspired countless books, movies, and songs. It's a tale of love, crime, the American dream gone wrong. But it's also a reminder of the violence and desperation of the Great Depression era. Bonnie and Clyde were products of their time, and their story has become a part of American folklore. The story of Bonnie and Clyde is one that will always capture our attention. Their love story and crime spree has become a part of American history and folklore. It's a reminder of the desperation and violence of the Great Depression era, and how it drove some to extreme measures. Despite their crimes, Bonnie and Clyde remain a romanticized part of American culture, and their legend lives on. Get ready to be transported back in time. Our next video, rarely seen Old West photos that will leave you speechless, is a must-watch for all history buffs out there. From iconic gunslingers to breathtaking landscapes, these rare photos will leave you mesmerized. Don't miss out. Click the link now and prepare to be amazed.